Welcome to Kev's Twisted Humor. Today we explore the life and comedy of Johnny Carson. Guess who said, "Happiness is seeing the muscular lifeguard all the girls were admiring leave the beach hand in hand with another muscular lifeguard." Yes, you guessed it right. It was none other than Johnny Carson. Born in the year 1925 in the small town of Corning, Iowa, a young Johnny Carson found a world of wonder not in the cornfields, but in the magic tricks and ventriloquism acts he'd devour from books and traveling shows. The fascination was such that he began performing his own magic and ventriloquism shows at local venues, captivating audiences with his charm and wit. This early foray into the world of entertainment was a clear sign of things to come. From the humble beginnings in Corning to the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, Johnny Carson's journey was nothing short of extraordinary. Every step he took was a step towards fulfilling a destiny that was written in the stars. A young boy from a small town in Iowa who knew he'd grow up to be the king of late-night television. From performing magic tricks to serving in the Navy, Carson sure had an interesting journey before he became a household name. Life has a funny way of scripting stories, doesn't it? Picture this. It's the middle of World War II and young Johnny Carson, our future king of late-night comedy, was serving in the Navy. But don't let that fool you into thinking he was all serious and no fun. Oh no, Johnny was always the entertainer, even in uniform. When the war ended, our future star did not rest on his laurels. He packed up his sailor's hat and his sense of humor and headed back to the University of Nebraska. There, he put his head down, studied hard, and graduated with a degree in radio and speech with a minor in physics. Talk about a man of many talents. Post-graduation, Carson didn't waste any time. He dove headfirst into the world of radio and television. He was like a moth to a flame, drawn to the alluring world of broadcasting. This was where he truly belonged, where he could make people laugh, where he could shine. In the 1950s, he made a move that would change his life. He packed his bags and headed west to sunny California. The Golden State was a whole new ballgame, but Carson, with his Midwestern charm and quick wit, was ready to play. He worked on a number of shows, honing his craft, perfecting his timing, and winning over audiences. And then, in 1962, everything changed. He landed The Tonight Show. This was it. The big leagues. The show that would make him a household name. The rest, as they say, is history. And that's how a Midwestern boy became the star of America's favorite late-night show. From magic tricks and navy blues to the bright lights of Hollywood, Johnny Carson's ascent was nothing short of magical. But then again, he was always a bit of a magician, wasn't he? So, you think you know all about Carson's Tonight Show? Think again. Few things in the television landscape have been as influential or as enduring as The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. It was a stage where stars were made, and where Carson's quick wit and comedic timing shone the brightest. Johnny Carson's Tonight Show was a masterclass in late-night comedy. It was here that Carson proved himself to be more than just a host. He was a raconteur, a sage, and most importantly, a comedian who knew how to keep his audience in stitches. His unique brand of humor was a delightful blend of spontaneity and sophistication, often delivered with a mischievous glint in his eye. The show was filled with memorable segments that have since become iconic. Who could forget Karnak the Magnificent? With his fez and envelope, Carson, as the all-knowing Karnak, would divine the answer to unseen questions, leading to laughs that echoed through the studio. Then there was Stump the Band, a segment where Carson would challenge the band to play obscure songs suggested by the audience. It was his wit, his charm, and his sheer comedic genius that made these segments unforgettable. But it wasn't just about the comedy. Carson had an uncanny ability to make his guests feel at ease. He could deftly navigate through a conversation, be it light-hearted banter or a deep discussion, always finding a way to inject humor and keep the audience engaged. His interviews were not just entertaining, they were enlightening, often revealing a side to celebrities that the public rarely got to see. The Tonight Show under Carson's stewardship was a beacon of laughter and joy, a nightly ritual that brought families together, and a platform that introduced us to some of the greatest talents in show business. At the helm of it all was Johnny Carson, with his quick wit, his engaging personality, and his ability to make us laugh. Carson reigned supreme for 30 years, leaving an indelible mark on American television. Carson bid us goodnight for the last time in 1992, but his legacy lives on. And oh, what a legacy it is. After 3 decades of ruling the late-night scene, Carson decided to hang up his comedic hat. He passed the torch to Jay Leno, and with that, one of the greatest eras in television history came to a close. But the end of his career was far from the end of his influence. Carson's unique blend of charm, wit, and comedic timing left an indelible mark on the world of comedy. He was a master at making people laugh, and he taught us all a thing or two about the art of comedy. Today, you can see his influence in the work of countless comedians and hosts. From the way they deliver a punchline to the way they interact with guests, Carson's style is evident. In his post-retirement life, Carson lived quietly, away from the public eye, but he never stopped being funny. Stories abound of him sending unsolicited jokes to David Letterman, who was more than happy to use them in his monologues. Carson continued to touch people with his humor, even when he wasn't standing under the bright studio lights. In 2005, Carson left us for the big comedy club in the sky. The news of his passing was met with an outpouring of grief from around the world. Comedians, hosts, and fans alike paid tribute to the man who had brought laughter to millions. His death marked the end of an era, but his spirit and his humor live on. Johnny Carson was more than just a comedian. He was a trailblazer, a mentor, and a friend to many. He made us laugh, he made us think, and he showed us what it means to truly entertain. His impact on comedy is immeasurable, and his legacy will continue to inspire comedians for generations to come. Johnny Carson, the man who brought laughter to millions, may no longer be with us, but his legacy continues to shine in the world of comedy. What made Carson's comedy so special, you ask? Well, it was his impeccable timing, razor-sharp wit, and undeniable charm that set him apart. Carson had this unique blend of observational and situational comedy. He'd weave tales from everyday life and turn them into humorous anecdotes, always delivered with that legendary twinkle in his eye. His comedy wasn't just about making people laugh, it was about connecting with them, making them feel seen and understood. In the world of comedy, there was, is, and will always be only one Johnny Carson.